Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a thank you card using this beautiful swallowtail butterfly stamp from Stampin' Up. I am making a card to let the person know that gave this stamp to me that I appreciate her and I'm forever grateful. So I'm just finishing up. I've used some random markers to color this in, and apparently I have missed something because he's empty right there. So I'm using an assortment, like I said, an assortment of colors. Let's see if this is it. Um, what have you been up to? Are you ready for back to school? I am. That's fine. I don't know what color swallowtails are, so I just wanted to make it pretty. I have some butterfly um, paper that I'm going to be using as well. Excuse the shadows. The lighting is, I don't have my Hollywood lights on. I just have regular lights on. It's early in the morning, so any natural light, even though that would be awkward as well, is not shining through. I have a problem with opening my windows because I don't like people looking through them, and I can see out my window to my neighbor's house. Like I can't see into it, but they can definitely see into mine. And sometimes they have their window open, and I just do not want them looking at my backside. So I don't have it. So I stamped it out twice. I did struggle with it a little bit, but if you can see, it is very pretty and it's humongous. Humongous. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stamp. And I will tell you the story in a few minutes. So from wing to wing, and this probably tells you what it is on Stampin' Up. It's a little bit under 5.5. And I think this wing is a little bit longer and it's a little bit over 4.25. So 5.5 by 4.25. Beautiful. So you all know I did a card class August 6th. I hate these scissors, they're so sticky, but this is what we're going to use today because I have misplaced my good scissors for real this time. Whenever I get ready to fussy cut out, I always kind of butcher the paper. Butcher the paper the first go around, and then the second go around I'm a little bit more gingerly cutting it. And then for the details, I kind of, I don't butcher it. But you see how I went out the line right here? I want to get rid of that. So, what have you all been up to? I want to say something. Even though these scissors may be universal, these are definitely right-handed scissors because they do not fit in my fingers properly. I got some glue, some ink on my finger already. Really? Good grief. It's okay, but dang. So this weekend was tax-free in Texas, right? If you live in Texas, you know that. We went to Walmart on Friday morning to get groceries because the big roommate was in town. And we got the car all changed. We did all of that stuff because my check engine light, well, not check engine light, need maintenance light was on. And so we just got, did some, maintenance work on the vehicles because you don't want to be riding down the street with a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old that's psycho and get stuck on the side of the road, especially not in Texas heat. Oh my goodness. Speaking of, so anyway, let's stay on topic, and I'll tell you something I saw that was amazing to me. And so anyway, I'm making a thank you card for about 2 weeks ago. I was mentioning that I had found the stamp on eBay and it was on sale. You know, it was up for auction. It wasn't buy now. It was up for auction for um, $12.99 or $12 or $10 or something. So I had put in my bid, but I was asking them how much did they think I should go over on the bid, because I really didn't want to spend. I think that sometimes when things are retired, I don't even know if it's crafters, but it has to be, because people buy stuff all the time, and then you'll get stuff on clearance and bump the price up to quote unquote retail price, not what the store was originally selling it for, but what manufacturer, and if the stores, they're getting all that junk at a discount or bulk price. The only place you don't get things for people that buy in bulk is the Dollar Tree. If you buy 100 things, you're going to spend $100. But anyway, so I had asked the store owner of the little craft store that I always go to, and she said, well, I don't know, let's ask so-and-so. And I don't want to say, their names on here, because I haven't asked permission to discuss the story with them. So she comes over. We'll just call her Amy, if I can remember that. Amy comes over, and was like, well, what's going on, Brandy? And I tell her, and she said, oh, well, she said, well, how much do you want to pay for it? I said, well, I don't want to pay full price, and I said, who wants to pay retail for anything, really? And they just started laughing, because they know how cheap I can be. Like the store, it sells like a lot of craft stuff in there, so I'll go around the store and look for things that I didn't have before, and I'm always on the hunt for a cool stamp or a cool stamp set that I may not have had or never saw until recently, because I am a newbie, a novice. I'm a novice now. I'm new to crafting, really. So I don't know all the new things. I go back and watch all those CHA, even though they've changed the name. I go back and watch all those old CHA to see things that are new. Like some people, this is out and this. I'm like, oh, I don't even know what that is and how to use it. So that's why, when people do cool things with their stamps and dies, I'm like super duper intrigued, because I'm new to it. So I'm still, I'm still a sponge, and I'm soaking it up. But whatever I learn, I always like to share with everyone, because, sharing is caring. And it's good to let other people know what's going on, because they may know how to do something a little bit different than you. Anyway, so tangent, I'm off my soapbox. She says, well, how much do you want to pay? And I said, I don't want to pay full price. She said, well, how about I charge you $15 for it? I was like, okay, fine. $15 is great, because $15 is still better than $17. She's local. I don't have to worry about shipping and handling. I don't have to worry about the condition of the stamp, because she's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So I'm sure that she keeps all her stuff in pristine condition, right? She said, how about $10? I was like, that's even better. Then she says, how about $5? I said, that's great. She said, how about we just swap? You give me I'll pay for the class with the stamp. I said, that's even better, because the class I was teaching was a $5 class. She said, okay, then that's that. You're going to get the stamp. I'm going to get the class for $5. And I said, yay, thank you so much, and a lot more stuff happened, but, we'll leave it at that. So I got the stamp last Monday, and I have been not in my studio for about 2.5, 3 weeks. The last video that you saw from the studio in July was the Dog Days of Summer video. That's the last time I actually crafted in the studio. I have been releasing videos from previous dates, because I have them to release, and I like to try, and unlike today, I'm not going to be able to film but one video. I try to film multiple videos, because you never know what could happen in your life. When I first started doing this, I got sick, because I was trying to do the 12 Days of Christmas, and I got sick, so I couldn't even talk. But if I had, filmed some of the video a little bit earlier, I could have outlasted my sickness And isn't this beautiful? I would have video, I would have content. So that's why I try to film a little bit more. Isn't this a beautiful stamp? Okay, so I am going to cut this down. So 12 by 12, I'm going to cut into 6 by 6 because I want this to be a little bit abnormally sized card. Well, a 6 by 6 isn't abnormal, I guess. I don't know if that is traditional. I don't know what that would be. Traditional. And then look, I learned something. Do you see this? You can't see Jack. But you see right here, this little line. You see how it does like this? I learned this at the little craft store. I was teaching a class to the owner, and she took the paper and just folded it over like that. I was like, oh, genius, genius. Why didn't I ever learn this? Again, novice, a novice. Look at this. It's not a perfect crease. You know, I didn't use a scoreboard, but it definitely got the job done. And then look, I have a ruler. Amazing. Amazing. Is that not amazing? Am I the only one excited about that? And then look, we have this beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And we're going to put this guy in flight, I believe. Maybe not, because I would have to fussy cut the other one out. I think I am going to fussy cut the other one out anyway. But I want to cut this, and then you're probably thinking purple and these colors, they don't really match, but they do look very cool together. And I think that's going to be amazing. I think, and I'm going to cut this down really close. So the purple is just there because she's a lady. She likes girly colors, I think. And I really don't care for purple like that. I like it, but you know, it's not like I have to have purple in all of my creations. Like I feel like I have to have blue and green in all of my creations. So, you know, and I'm going to cut it almost to 6 so we can see just a hint of the purple. But we don't have to see all of the purple. So what have you all been up to? As I told you, I've been trying to get my life together. And I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I always tell you that. But I am really thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for everyone that's been having me in their prayers. You know, there's a lot of things going on in my personal crazy world that I really don't think I have the mental capacity to deal with, but I'm going to make the best of the situation. Now this thing should fit any way we do it because I cut these all down exact, almost 6, and see how pretty this is. Nothing would make me more happy than a rounded corner. And I don't have my corner rounder with me. Oh, c'est la vie, right? C'est la vie. But I think I'm going to... It's so busy now. It's so busy. And that's okay. I want it to be busy. Get back, Nicholas. Get off me. Don't scratch me. Like that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? So I think I'm just going to leave it just like that. I'm going to tape this down and come back. You know what's interesting is that I believe, well, looking at this and this, these are swallowtails as well. Isn't that cool? Very cool. Was not planned at all. And I know that it looks a little bit busy, and that's okay because I like busy in this regard. But you know, you can make it, you could do whatever thing you like. But I'm going to make it busy. And I don't have any tape and glue right by me. Ugh. I'm going to use this glue right here. I think the good thing about this type of glue is that if you leave it air dry, it will dry tacky. But if you wet it to something, it will dry hard. I love that. So we want these to fly up just like that. And we do want it to come off the card. And that's the beauty of the wings. But because Brandy put the glue on funky on one side, one wing may be down. But look at that. Isn't that cute? I think that's what fascinates me about butterflies so much. When I was a young girl, really young, very, very young, super young, like 6, 7, maybe even younger than that, I had a caterpillar form. Don't judge me, but I did. So I'm going to use this thank you right here, and see it has a little butterfly as well. And it's a Stampin' Up! Stamp also. I wouldn't say that I'm a huge Stampin' Up! Fan of any sort, but they do have some cute stamps, and then some they don't. Some are, a lot of stamps are generic, like thank you is generic, but it just goes so well with the other thing that I couldn't resist using it. And this pink is very light. It's like a pastel color, so all right, stamp gods, be with me. All right, it's crooked, but it's in there, right? I mean, if it's not crooked, it's not brandy. All right, so we're gonna let that dry a little bit, and then we're gonna embellish the front, and we're gonna call this card done. All right, I have no idea where I got this set from. I probably bought it from that shop a while back. I do like that most of the time Stampin' Up! Puts their years on there, because a lot of people sell you 1 or 2 pieces from a Stampin' Up! Collection, and you won't know what's going on with it. All right, have you ever bought something you really didn't care for it too much, but you had to buy it to get all of the other things? Is that just me? So some of these things I don't really like. Some things I don't really need. Like these little flowers, I like them, but I don't need them. They even put this number on here, so if you were into numbers, you could put that in your project. So I'm going to tell Miss Amy. I'm going to write her a note, just a short note that says, thank you. I really appreciate you for appreciating me. And then we will be done. I'm not going to do that on camera. I would make an envelope with you all, but that's not needed. I'll do that at a later date. If you have an envelope punch, you should use it. They're super fun. And I saw someone do something else really cool, and I'm going to, do it on over here as well. I'm going to do that as well. I think I'll use some of these flowers. No, because sometimes too much is too much. But look, do you not want to go fly with this butterfly? I'm a weirdo, I know. All right, so this is our card. A real fun card. I think it was quick and easy to do. You just stamp out and color at your content, or you could have stamped it on some colored paper. I plan on stamping this out in multiple colors and just going crazy with it. But I want to color this one up because, in my opinion, someone taking the time to color something for you completely says a lot. And then the background is so busy, but all the things kind of go in. And I'm kind of like all over the place sometimes. So what better way to show someone that, hey, this is just me. I'm like this 24/7, kind of crazy. And it flies. If she does this, it flies. And on the inside, it just says, thank you. All right. So until next time, happy crafting.